Hello, the Internets. Welcome back. We finally have the new apostle coming after Renewa, our current banner, and that is going to be Barong. Now, for those of you who don't know who Barong is, this girl right here, we can go into the wiki really quickly. It's going to be a composed character right there, Barong, a pretty cute one. She is, at least in the Korean server, this might change for global, but at least in the Korean server, she's a front row magic damage DPS from the Phantom category. So it's time to start farming some Phantom Mallow so we can actually level up her journey whenever it drops to test it. Now, before we go into her kit and how she works in the Korean server, a couple important things. The most important thing, not directly related to Trickcal Chibi Go, but to the company Epic, is that they are making a new game called Trickcal Fatima. Most people say it's going to be a rhythm game. There is no information on if it's going to be a gacha or not, if it's going to be, you know, a direct successor to Trickcal or not. We do know it's on the same universe. It is going to be expanding on the IP for Trickcal, but we don't know anything else. People are saying it should be a rhythm game because of this visualizer on the website and whatnot, but we will have more information in 68 hours whenever they finally reveal the first trailer. I am actually looking forward to that. I'll make a separate video in 2-3 days, right? So that's the first thing. The second thing actually is the skins before we talk about her kit, so you guys can see what the skins Barong will be coming in global with. For global, most likely the skin we're gonna be getting is this one right here, which is pretty nice. Honestly, it's a pretty cool skin. And she also has this skin, but this was for a skin pack. This was on the release of Arco. When Arco dropped, they did kind of like a K-pop group skins, like, oh, not on this game, here. They did like kind of like a K-pop set of skins with 4 or 5 characters, and all of them were like, you know, kind of like trainees dancing with this girl Arco, and they all got like skins for that. So I assume we are not getting that yet, even though it would be pretty nice. And then she has one more skin, which is going to be the summer skin right there. Pretty cute skin. Speaking on skins, there is also a new set of skins that they have released on the Korean server, which is going to be a Battle Royale set of skins. And they look amazing, honestly. I hope we get this soon in global. I wish they started releasing skin packs already in global. I know for some people, maybe they don't care enough about skins, but to me, you know, it's probably what I spend the most in Trickcal is for the cosmetics, so I wouldn't mind getting this early. That's it. That's everything for the initial things to talk about. Let's actually talk about Barong and what she does on the Korean server. So I'm gonna be opening her Korean page. I should have her non-leveled up like most of my Korean characters, okay? On the Korean server, I'm surprised that even not playing the game, I have all the characters. I'm missing just one of them right now, which was the previous banner. But I have everyone else. I'm surprised that without playing, I can still keep up just with the amount of freebies they throw your way. Now, Barong is right here. Like I was saying earlier, the 3 skins I show are the ones that she has currently, which are all pretty cute. The one I like the most is this one. We're not getting this. I assume this is the skin we will be getting ourselves. When it comes to her kit, let's go to the Korean page, and then we can start translating and seeing what's going on. So let's scroll down here. We'll go directly to the skills. Let's make this a little bit bigger, and let's check the automatic translation. So please use as a reference only and nothing else. Her freshman skill right here, back of the back door. Rush to the enemy at the very back, deal magic damage and curse. After casting a skill, your attack speed increases for a certain period and reduces the enemy's magic defense. If there are 3 or more enemies, attack the unattacked enemy first, so whoever is not being attacked, right? Curse deals magic damage to another random target by a certain percentage of the damage taken. Okay, so you are basically cursing an enemy, and when they receive damage, it's shared to a different enemy. Looks like it. Let's put it here. Okay, so she goes to the back. Alright, she's gonna be cursing an enemy, and then the beer in front is also gonna be getting targeted, I assume. That's pretty nice. I like it. The modifier doesn't look huge, but at the same time, we have a character that can target your backline now, which is really useful. If she survives, that charge is different, right? Because in PvP and even in PvE, if she's going to the backline, she might get absolutely destroyed while she's running there. So we'll see, we'll see. Her senior skill is a 40-second cooldown. Center on yourself deals AoE magic damage to enemies and curses them. Damage taken decreases for a certain period of time. Alright, so that's nice. Now, I assume this centered around her is because she's a front line, so she's always gonna have a few enemies around her. And even more so, if you use her ultimate whenever she's actually targeting the backline, you can also use it there, and she will reduce her damage taken, which pairs pretty well, you know, with a frontline DPS unit to survive longer. DPS frontline units tend to be pretty good, but pretty squishy, right? Like now you have Barong, but we already have Gideon. Later in the game, we'll also get Raika. There's like a few DPSs like frontline that can deal decent damage. I mean, even if you want to count Chloe as a sub DPS, or even Leeds or Shady or whoever you want to put in there, right? Like there is plenty of characters in the frontline that can have pretty good damage output. So I expect her damage to be decent, honestly. We'll see what's going on with that though. And then lastly, we have her basic attack, which is just normal magic damage, with the enhanced version dealing, let me see. She's gonna be dealing twice damage, so 2 ticks of damage, and then if an enemy is cursed, it activates an enhanced attack, the basic attack, which is Deception. Does not become a target for enemies. Oh, so she's gonna be getting Trickery. That's pretty good. So she will be on her enhanced attack, getting Trickery, so she cannot be targeted. That is pretty nice. That is pretty nice. And there is an 8-second duration on her Trickery. It's not Deception, it's Trickery probably. If you guys remember, you know, other characters with Trickery are gonna be, for example, your Rufo also has Trickery. The item itself, the Assassin Scroll, provides Trickery, things like that, right? So that is pretty good for her to actually stay alive. And then head aside, when it comes to the second star, which is what we care about, at the start of a wave, creates a shield on herself to survive even longer as a frontline DPS, great. And then when a freshman skill hits, the following effects are added. Additional effects change in the specific order each time they hit. First effect, Addiction. I think this is Addiction? Is this Stinging or what's this? Second effect applies a stun and increases your own damage for a certain period of time. And then the third effect restores your own HP. Freshman skills reduce damage taken when rushing forward a target and creates Omnious Mist following his track that probably will be dealing damage. So Poison takes damage every second, alright. She will also be cursing enemies within this Omnious Mist at regular intervals. Pain becomes unable to attack, but because of the stun. This is the stun, becomes unable to act, and then the curse damage which we already had before. Honestly, it solves a lot of issues for frontline characters, right? Like having the extra shield, so when she's rushing forward, she's not gonna be getting completely destroyed every time she's doing this. She's getting the shield, she's getting all of the extra effects, and she's providing the mist for all enemies on her path. That's pretty nice. I like it. I don't know if this is what we will be getting in global, or it will be something different. As usual, please take these videos only as a reference because it's what they are, nothing else. But I do like Barong. I will probably be using her right now currently for the Compose team specifically. I will say we have a spot that's not filled, so she can be put in there no problem at all. Currently, if we're talking about the Compose main team, like the main formation, is your Ed as a frontline, right? You have your Amelia as a sub DPS support character, synergy with Elena, which is your main DPS here for physical content, Aya, which is your main buffer, plus also your main DPS for magical content, Picora, which is your healer, right? Yes, a dork, but a pretty good one. And then you have that last spot there, which is still not really filled, because yes, you can put Trickcal for damage. You can put Scylla for single target, you can put even a Meluna for double heals, or an SP for bosses, or a Jade if you feel like it. But there is not really anyone that really takes this 6th spot. So Barong arrives at a really good spot in my opinion for this team, and she will be most likely a staple if you are a main Compose player. Now, we have to test to see if she's actually going to be good or not, but that's my opinion right now. You could also just be running Velvet as a secondary tank to, have your frontline survive longer, but if Barong is going to be a frontline as well, barely any reasons to run all 3 of them together. So most likely Barong will also be put in here on this frontline spot, wherever you want to put her, and also with the Journey, her combat power will be higher than the other girls too. So we will be testing whenever she drops, but that's it for this one, that's it for this video. As usual, we are live every single day. Any questions you guys might have, feel free to leave a comment down below. Good luck with your pool near it, and I'll see you on the next one.